Why is Jack the right kid?
Well, we felt that, first of all, it was a difficult decision because I think our leadership group has made tremendous strides. So in that respect, it was a difficult decision, and it's great to have a difficult decision regarding our captain. I just felt, and we felt, Jason and coaching staff, that Jack has made the right steps in his maturity, and I think he's the right captain to lead our franchise.
Was it just you and the coaching staff deciding this?
Well, there's a lot of collaboration. I mean, with our high performance people, our equipment staff, our training staff, management, our coaching staff. So it was quite long evaluation of from all of those individuals to come to a conclusion and decision.
I know you called him back to the arena last night, he said, and you and Terry and Jason gave him the news. What was that moment like for you, the three?
I think it's exciting. I think it's exciting not only for me, our players, our coaching staff, but our city. I think he represents everything we want as far as our organization goes. And it was just a great intimate moment to be able to, for him to accept the captaincy in front of the general manager, the owner, and myself. There was some really good, strong conversations about expectations and the way he's got to lead, but we feel very confident having Jack as our captain.
Where have you seen Jack grow in the 2 years you've been out?
I think just the way he carries himself, day in and day out. I think it started after last season, the things he said to the media, and just his growth through the summer and coming into camp. He wants to win. He's a tremendous competitor, and I think he's going to try to do everything in his power. But a sign of a good captain is asking for help, and we have tremendous leadership group in that room, with Kyle Okposo and Zach Bogosian wearing the other A's. But it's going to be more leadership by committee. We're going to need everybody pulling together because we're going to face adversity at times, and I have total trust in that group to bring us along.
What have been your dealings in the past with young captains?
I think it's the biggest thing for me, just with my experience alone, I think the biggest task a young captain has is just leading by example. He's got to set the tone not only in the practices but in the games, and I believe Jack has really shown that in this short amount of time since training camp leading up till today, and just doing the right things on and off the ice, respecting the community, getting out in the community. Jack does a great job of that, volunteering his time to do different things in our community. So from that standpoint, as a young captain, that's where I see it.
What is it about Jake McCabe that makes him the right mentor to work with Rasmus?
I think his development of his game, I think it's a good combination because Jake, who tends to jump into play at times, can sort of sit back and let Rasmus do his thing, and he's a great mentor. He's really made strides, and I would classify, Sam Reinhart and Jake McCabe in that support leadership group. He's really made a decision after last season to come focused, and for this season, you can see it in camp, you can see it in his work, you can see it on the off ice, all the things that we're going to need from him to mentor Rasmus.
Just for clarity's sake, the alternate captains were selected by the players?
No.
They were selected by the coaching?
Yeah. Same sort of. Yeah.
What are you getting in Ellie, your new player?
I'm excited about Remy. He's just watching him on film. He's a tenacious forechecker. He can get on the forecheck. He finishes checks. He plays, some penalty kill, which we're going to need. And also, I think a lot of people don't give him credit for just the way he sees the game offensively. He knows what he's going to do with the puck before he gets it. He can make plays in tight areas, and I know he was in a little bit of a fourth line role, which he may start with us, but I think he can provide that secondary scoring what we're looking for.
You've got a lot of guys who it's going to be their first game with the team. Some of them have played a lot of NHL games, and some of them are like Darlene, it's their first game. When you look at a guy like a Berglund on a new team and a guy like Darlene, how do you kind of gauge where they are in their first game with the team?
Well, there's going to be a lot of excitement. I thought we had an excellent practice today, just the energy and enthusiasm, and hopefully that'll carry into tomorrow. The biggest thing is just controlling your emotions. I know the veterans have a better way to handle it because they've been through the experience, and it's going to be just another level of tempo. You know, the pace is going to get ratcheted up. So he's just going to have to get comfortable. I think after those first 2 or 3 shifts, he'll be able to take a breath and settle in. So, but I'm comfortable. Rasmus hasn't been in a lot of difficult situations in his young career, but you're right. Like where it's going to be those first 2 or 3 shifts. You're going to have to try to struggle to breathe, and it's going to be exciting. But I have confidence he'll settle in.
What do you want to see from him early on? Obviously, there's a lot of hype. We've seen he's very good, but I mean, what's realistic for him the first few weeks? Maybe.
I just think keeping the game simple, like let his talent and his instincts take over. This is an instinctive game, and we've got to allow him to have the freedom to make plays. Just make the simple plays, keep it simple. I think he's doing a really good job working with Steve Smith with his defensive zone reads. He's learning that part of the game. He does a really good job of it, but I think the biggest thing is just knowing the other players of other teams. I mean, that's going to take some time. The characteristics, what they do when they're forechecking, what they do offensively when they have the puck, and just those little ins and outs and details. That's going to take some time, and it's going to take some experience.
A couple quick things on your roster composition. Bogosian was not put on IR, so do you expect that in these 4 home games you could have him available?
Well, he's still day-to-day skated today, so we're going to just take it day-to-day, but it's a good sign. He's had some really good ice sessions without the team, so we'll progress him in the practice. When that time is, I don't have an answer to that, but it's good to see him making strides.
And then the other question was Nylander and Housley going back to Rochester. Is that a case more of, they get to play major minutes down there and they were able to go through waivers, not to go through waivers? I mean, how did that all play in this season?
Well, I think number one, Alex and Brendan had great camps, and they did everything we asked of them. We still feel in their development they're on the right track, and I know they were disappointed, and that shows that they care. But I think we need to have them get valuable minutes down there. And being in a top 6 row or being a top line row, being in a top pair, playing all of those situations to keep honing their game. And I talked to Chris Taylor the other day. They set the tempo and the example in practice, so it's good that they took the words to heart because they're going to be really good players. When, that remains to be seen, but it's going to be valuable they get those good minutes to keep developing.
Were you briefly captain of the Jets?
Yes, that's correct, Bill.
When was that? How long?
That was in the early 90s.
That's
your question here.
I just wanted to know.
No, I think it's obviously an honor to wear a letter, but there's a lot of people in that room that don't have to wear a letter. You look at Carter Hutton, Jason Pominville, Scandell and Rista, depending on who's injured, will rotate the A. But sometimes, later on in my career, I didn't wear an A, and I don't think some of the players in that room don't have to wear an A to have a big impact on our team. I know Jason's going to continue to work and focus of trying to make our group better. Same with Carter Hutton, who's part of our leadership group. So, I think it's going to take all of them. If we're going to turn the thing around, the leadership group as a whole has to lead by committee. Thank you.